of every sector of our national life, from the streets to Aso Rock. Situation Report, touching lives.
Meeting a woman on the internet.
Women Voices on Silverbirds Reading 94.7 FM. Highlights challenges women face by educating and enlightening the public with the aim of changing stereotypes that affects the progress and development of Nigerian.
How do you like that?
It brings to fore the issues of rape, sexual and gender-based violence, harmful cultural and religious practices, amongst others. Every Wednesday by 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Silverbirds Reading 94.7 FM, Abuja.
Look, you can see that.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to rely. I'm going to rely on
On my life?
Yeah.
What about yours? It's not coming up. Network.
No. Do you want me to go live as well at the same time?
You can. I will still tag you.
No,
if you
since
want.
you're gonna tag
Okay.
me,
All right.
it's
That's
okay,
fine
yeah.
then.
Let's just do with yours.
It's Wednesday. Good morning, Women's Wednesday. It's Women Voices on your favorite dial, Rhythm 94.7 FM. Yes, last week we were talking about projection. How do women project themselves? How have we seen, particularly the Nigerian women? And of course, we had Vivian Daniel last week, and she's joining me again this week. We are actually going to co-host this today. Vivian, Sweet 16, how you doing?
Oh my God! You know, it's amazing to hear those words. Sweet 16.
But you're actually sweet. You're actually beautiful. Sweet in the sense of sweet person,
No,
please.
to be candid, I usually give myself sweet 25.
Oh, sweet 25.
Forever sweet 25.
Okay, that means you're older than me now.
But,
Yes, now because I'm 18, so you're older than me. All
okay,
right.
fine.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Age or no age. all of that, yeah.
So how are you doing
I'm
today?
very well there. And you?
Very well. You were fire last week talking about projection, women
today.
project themselves. So I just hope we maintain that fire. Yes, we're talking about how a lot of women have actually, made themselves look like they actually want a relationship to be transactional, and they may not really actually mean it that way. So today we'll be dwelling on projection, since last week was about how men have viewed the Nigerian women, and you made a very salient point that you probably who are the kind of women you are meeting. If you're always complaining that women are urgent 2K, women are reliant, that means it's probably the category of the people that you are, flowing with. So let's also now just dwell on women ourselves. How can you project yourself in such a way that you will not pass out as being transactional, or you will not pass out look like the urgent 2K in quotes kind of woman? The projection.
Okay, now I'm not sure I duly said good morning to our audience, to our wonderful listeners. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, Atinuke. You look amazing, actually.
Thank
Did
you.
I say that earlier?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
so
Thank
this
you.
is re-emphasizing the fact that Atinuke over here looks absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
So Abuja people, ladies especially, how do we project ourselves? First and foremost, there's that word that people would say. So, what are you bringing
to the table? I'm bringing cutlery.
Oh my God, I usually would love such narratives or such thoughts when you come across guys. And if you notice something, these days I think guys are becoming more into saying, okay, so this is who I am. So what are you bringing to the table? And no longer, okay, you've got to marry me, so we'll go back to the relationship, we'll go back to, and all of that. Because like I said earlier or the other day, you cannot run away from relationship, because it is what binds everyone, wherever you find yourself.
Yes.
In churches, in offices, relationship have got to be there in one way or another. So when guys says, when they say things like, okay, so what are you bringing to the table? I think, yes, it's a valid point. It's a valid narrative when they say that. So to us ladies, what are you bringing to the table when you meet a guy? So gone are those days that ladies would say, look, marry me as I am.
Huh, no way. Not anymore.
Gone are those days. You've got to bring in your values, who you are, what are you doing at the moment, how are you perceived. So what influence, would people say you have, made or done in their lives? To what extent have you impacted people's life? So I think that is one of those narratives we should change. And that is what should fuel every single woman out there. Fill your heart, or like they say, your head. So when you meet someone, when you're in some places, do not always see yourself as, okay, you have already said it, the 2K lady,
yes,
or the transport lady, or the one that, wants to take care of my transport, or wants to take care of our outing, bills and all of that, I'm all yours. So the narrative have got to change. Orientation on how we see ourselves, how we carry ourselves should be the priority nowadays. That's really what I think. Okay. You should carry yourself with all the dignity you think you muster or you think you have.
Okay, all right. Someone was telling me that it's not actually as if you intend to make that relationship transactional, that there are sometimes you have issues and you would need someone to share it with, that even men share their issues with you when they have that you both are in a relationship, they share issues with you, that you too may want to just share what you are passing through. Okay, probably just trying to get a house, I'm looking for a house, I'm house hunting and everything. My recharge card just finished, I'm going to make my hair, and then somebody could perceive this as indirectly, sourcing, sourcing for fun, or asking for help. So if I'm in a relationship, should I keep financial problems to myself, not share it, find how I'm going to source it? You understand? And
okay, so let me come in here now. Look, I have been in relationships.
Yes.
I am. Okay, how do I put it? I still am. I still have relationships that when I'm talking with people, okay, let me be very, very practical. So some time ago, usually I said, last time I was here, I said, look, I would hardly ask, especially things like recharge card and all of that. But there is a time when you are with someone and all of a sudden, okay, so your airtime finishes.
Yes.
Yeah. And you just, oh my God, okay, so sorry, my airtime finished. Now you have recharged and you called back.
Yes.
So at some point, it has happened to me that, look, airtime finished, and I run like 2 accounts. Okay, so UBA, I do not have nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
mention banks.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. So one of the banks, I do not have ATMs. I do not have. I mean, if I need to withdraw, I have to go and queue. So that helps me to save. All right.
Yeah.
So the other bank, of course, that's where I recharge. That's where I do all manner. Do you understand? So at a point, that particular one didn't have enough for me to recharge. So the conversation just died off. I expected him to call back. He didn't.
That is what we're talking about.
Where are we at? For me, I just, so he got back on WhatsApp and said, I didn't hear from you. I said, sorry. Because for me, I dislike WhatsApp calls.
Oh,
yeah.
So I can't call you.
Because sincerely, I feel WhatsApp calls are more intimate.
Okay.
It is more or less for relationships.
Yes, especially for video calls.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, but because WhatsApp call engages you the more.
Yes.
You have to pay more attention because sometimes it's not so audible. Do you get it?
Yes.
So the reason why I would not want WhatsApp call, I prefer to always do normal call.
Yes. So I totally understand. Sorry for cutting you. I would like us to dwell on perception. Because, my conversation with the average Nigerian man, what's your perception about the average Nigerian women? And they think that most of them, if not all, are transactional. That is what even yesterday at the press center when the issue was raised, they always think that it is transactional. So they're always using, let me use the street word, sense to deal with everybody. Once they're in a relationship, you have to use your sense, you have to use your head. So people are no longer as free as they used to be. Because of that, it has affected me in a way. Let me tell you how.
Affects all of us.
Yes, exactly. If I just meet somebody and it coincides with my birthday, I won't tell you it's my birthday. I would celebrate it without telling you, because I know that you already think that every Nigerian woman, their house rent expires when they meet you, they have birthdays when they meet you, or their mom is sick when they meet you. So even if those things are real, I won't even share it. I'd have probably sorted it, and it would be a passing comment. Why didn't you tell me? No, I didn't. I deliberately didn't want to tell you, because it has even gotten to a point that I had to start rejecting offers to help. You understand? So that you would not think it is just to disabuse your mind from thinking that it is meant to be transactional. So how can, this is my own effort in my own little way. So how can the average Nigerian woman, discontinue that attitude of, making it look like, this relationship is meant to be transactional. I'm entering this relationship for the benefits I'm going to get. But before we move forward, if you would like to contribute, you can send us WhatsApp message on 0817 8000 947. That is 0817 8000 947. You can also give us a call on 0901 094 7777. 0901 094 7777. All right, Vivian.
Okay, now, so the average Nigerian woman out there, how can we change the narrative?
Yes.
Like you have just said. Ideally, I would go back to what I said earlier. So let's start from the relationship or from the hangout thing. When you are meant to hang out,
yes,
ensure that you foot your bills. As little as your transportation. Do not rely on the guy
very
or
important.
the other person to foot your bill. That's changing the narrative. And then when you are in the midst of people, try to, how do I put it? Try to be seen as someone that can, bring up something valuable. Say something, contribute. Make, vital contributions should be coming out from you and not the normal, okay, so what is the latest gist and all of that.
Don't be shallow. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So contribute something valuable. If people are talking about sports, yes, I would put myself here now. I do not like sports, but I try as much as I can to understand one or two things happening in the world of sports. Okay, so when you find yourself in the midst of learned individuals, try to be a thought leader. Be seen as such. Not just, so shallow like you have said.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So I think these are little ways you can change the narratives. Ensure you're not that type, okay? Once you're taken out, okay, so the guy can easily jump at you.
Yeah.
Because he's paid a bill like probably 8,000, 10,000, 15,000. Those are not your worth.
Sure.
You should have placed heavy worth on yourself. Those are the little ways you can change the narratives. And then in your own world, your career, what are you doing? How are you building yourself? How are you projecting yourself? Okay, the right word is branding yourself, your personal branding. Are you branding yourself like a thought leader, like a development coach, like a relationship coach, what have you? And in this case, not just saying them. So you're taking practical steps to ensure that you are a thought leader, or you are an expert or a specialist in this particular aspect. So when you are found in the midst of that word, learned individuals, you are also seen like someone that can contribute. God, at those days that you see a lot of people, there was a time I was using an adage, I am a conversationalist. Okay, so I realized, so at a point, yes, I know I can converse, I can really talk and bring up something to the table. But I realized, the meaning of that word conversationalist means, you talk. So if you talk, do your talk make sense? That's where I'm headed. So in all round, how are you building yourself as a woman? As I was coming, the vehicle that brought me, okay, the guy that brought me, I was just curious. I asked him, so an average woman, how could you, or how would you describe an average woman? Really, if you
Average woman
asked?
or average Nigerian woman?
An average Nigerian woman,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah. How would you describe? And he goes on to say, oh, yeah, an average Nigerian woman is beautiful, is intelligent. Some of them, when you place them in certain sector, you will be surprised that they will do far better than the male counterparts. And
That's
I'm
a good one.
And I'm like, okay, so really? Which particular sector? Because the reason why I asked him the question, which particular sector do you think women could do better than male? And he goes, okay, so I'm not going to the heavy part like engineering. Some part of engineering.
Yes, that's the STEM.
Yeah, obviously, some women that are heavy, equipment that women obviously cannot lift. And then he goes on to tell me something.
Yes.
I mean, it struck me. Look, okay, so mopping the house.
No
I
way.
think
No
is
way.
for the women.
No way. All right. You know what you said? I giggled at a point because I've had to sit on tables where they start conversation and my knowledge can't even carry it.
Okay.
Yes, it's either about business, the stock market,
Okay.
sports, like you said, politics, international politics on the international scene, or economic in the international scenes, and I'm just looking like Atinuke. You think you know something?
Now is the time to prove it.
Now is the time to prove it. So, in that kind of table, I'll just keep quiet. It is better for me to just actually keep quiet than show that I do not know. So, is seeking knowledge something I should consider? You understand? And if I'm going to seek knowledge, is it reading books, reading novels, attending seminars, or how am I going to, boost my knowledge? Because knowledge is something, is like a language. If you do not have it, you can't give it. You can't fake to speak a language you do not understand. You can't, So how am I going to, project myself in such a way that when people are talking about that kind of a thing, I can also actually, talk about it too. Projection. But let me take this from Patrick New Caro. Good morning. Let me pick what you say. Let's say she tells me about a problem, especially the financial ones, and I do nothing about it as a boyfriend. What do you think an average Nigerian woman would do to me as a boyfriend? Okay, yes. I understand Patrick from New Caro. I understand where he's coming from. Where a woman stylishly or directly seeks a man's financial capability and he doesn't do it, then she turns cold shoulder.
No, but it shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be so. So I'm sure that's what he's talking about. So and then I want to add to Patrick's. Would you support a woman also helping a man out financially, and where is it okay to draw the line? Very important.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Atinuke, I have done that over time. I still do. I'm still open. So sometimes I am talking. There's this particular guy. I won't mention names. Okay. Of course, he's not even listening, so he wouldn't know.
How do you know he's not listening?
And he's far away.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So all of a sudden, of course, within Nigeria. And he goes on saying, like I said, it happens that your airtime finishes. Now it wasn't airtime, it was data. And usually, in my thinking, I just felt this one is not faking it. In my spirit, I felt this is genuine. So I just reached out. He didn't ask me. And I had some small change. So what's there? So that's the kind of spirit I have. I could reach out when you don't ask. But when you come, of course I sent him the data. And I would send what I use.
Yeah.
So my data would likely be 2,005 or 3,000. So in this particular case, I sent him 2,500. And he was like, but babe, I didn't ask you. I said, yes, you didn't have to ask. I mean, I just felt
the need to
reach out. And he was very appreciative. Now, the story is different when you come telling me, and we have just met probably like in the last 5 months or 3 months. Let's draw it like 3 months. And then you come telling me that your car engine just got spoiled.
Yeah. Or you have a business model that you want to develop.
Or your container got seized. Look, Atinuke, that one, is a big one.
Okay.
And obviously, I won't feel the need to assist because you are looking at me like the money machine that you have just met. Do you get?
Yes.
So those are the two instances. There are times that you feel in your heart that you want to give. There's no harm in gifting something to Precious. He didn't have to ask, or he wouldn't really need to ask me. If in my heart I feel, look, Precious have got to have lunch. I have never been there for him. I would do it.
True.
But not for him to now come, oh, Viv, okay. So what are we having for today?
Yes.
What are we having for lunch?
Entitlement, this sense of
Entitlement mentality. So that's it. No way to draw the line. In this case, in fact, Atinuke, I've had cases of someone telling me, look, I need to reach out to my mom. And, urgently. But I didn't feel it that way. I felt like, okay, I just, in fact, this particular person, I just did something like 2 weeks ago. And then you're coming up again, mom thing. Yes, I've got a mom and I love my mom so deeply. So when you come with stories that has to do with mom,
yes, you'd want to relate.
Yes, but in this case, I didn't relate. I'm like, okay, give me some time. He kept pushing and pushing. So I knew it was way beyond mom thing. And I didn't reach out. Okay, that was how the relationship died off. So later
That means
on,
that was his motive.
Later on, I summoned the courage and I asked, okay, was it because I couldn't reach out? Was that all I was here for? Did you ask me genuinely if I had to reach out at that time? Because I'm in Abuja and you're not in Abuja, so I have got trees that where I caught money from.
It would take an effort. Trust me.
Do you
If
understand?
if you have to climb trees, it would take an effort.
And he goes saying, not really, but not really. I could sense it. That was it. And gradually,
And it faded out. Good
so
obedience.
you've got to know
Yeah.
how and where to draw the line.
Sure. All right. Okay. So we are gradually running out of time. We have another. Already, we're running out of time. So we'll just take this question. We'll take this question. Okay. I think every man should go for what they want. If you like an average Nigerian woman who wants you to always pay the bills, I wish the man all the best. If you like an average Nigerian woman who don't know how to cook and hate household chores, and you are cool with it, my man, enjoy. If you like an average Nigerian woman who likes to be in charge, my brother, I wish you the best. I'm still looking for that kind of average woman our guest is projecting on radio. I pray I find her. Hey!
Okay. This is more like what they say.
Patrick.
There's a way they say it, right? One man's sneeze is
another man's poison.
Now,
and this time around, it's another man's stomach.
Now, hold on. I've been in a situation where a guy literally gave me the upper hand. So look, you are in charge.
Yeah.
So I think he had seen my nature. Probably I have that, kind of nature that, okay, I want to be in charge and all of that. I do not want to be in charge. But somehow when you look at people, perception from afar, you could just feel that, oh, this one looks tough or something. Look, some people are just looking that way and they're like babies.
It's true. You're very, very right.
And once he did that, you could imagine, I just freeze. I couldn't even chat him up. Each time I had to chat him up, be like, babe, shit, I told you, you're in charge. So I'm like, okay, but this one, in fact, I had to inquire from another guy. I'm like, what does this mean? I literally, doesn't mean that I have to jump on him. I have to come to open his house when he's not expecting me, all of that. I'm like, okay, so look, we really have to know how to draw the lines.
Yes.
And to rebrand ourselves in the best way possible.
Very important.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is a pattern short. Use your discretion, rebrand yourself so that you would not end up projecting yourself as what you are not. Okay, so this is where we'll be drawing our curtains on today's Women Voices, and that's Vivian Daniel. You'll be hearing more and more of Vivian Daniel. She has so much. She's fire. She has a lot to always, dish out. So it's Women Voices. Thank you,
Just
marvelous.
like Atinuke have a lot
Thank
to dish
you.
out. I'm really honored to be here.
Thank you. Same here.
and to
Same
do this
here.
with you.
Same here.
Thank you.
And also Marvelous on Radio for the technical assistance. Thank you. Thank you. Patrick Nukay, the table shaker. Thank you for
It would have
contributing.
been wonderful to hear, marvelous voice.
You will hear Marvelous.
No, like for him to have said
For him,
something,
no,
yeah.
Marvelous will not want to say. He's a comrade. Whatever he says is binding,
Like
so he wouldn't
all
want
the
to say.
ladies queuing up on Instagram.
Those
How he's able to manage them.
that would be a top. You would be on the morning drive just after this. The morning drive continues with Marv and Moon, so you can ask him that. Please put him on the hot seat because that's what he does to people. So the morning drive continues with Marv and Moon. Do not change that dial. It's your favorite dial, Rhythm 94.7 FM. This is Women Voices at Atinuke, Tokura, Nukay. Join us next week for another blast. Do have a pleasant Wednesday. Bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Yeah.